Hello everyone. This is going to be me giving you guys an example of an upper lower program that I myself am doing. It is very simple. It is very easy to follow. It's not that long, and for the most part it maximizes hypertrophy. So a quick overview of the thing. We have 4 days on, 3 days off during the week. And before we get into the actual exercise choices, let's speak about how you can customize this and some guidance to follow. So, enjoyability is a big thing when creating a program. If you want to go optimal on every exercise, go for it. But in my opinion, if it'd be much better if you choose an exercise that you stick to, that you can push yourself very hard every single time, and then choose a more optimal exercise that you don't really feel, that you can't really push yourself. That'll get stale very quickly. So we'll go over some examples of how I've done that myself and how you may do that, but that's just a quick tip that I'd give. As well, still staying on the enjoyability side of things, if unilateral exercises, meaning if one side at a time, so maybe one bicep curl at a time instead of two at a time, feels better for you, it'd be better for you to do those exercises one side at a time and do them both at a time. But if you like doing both at a time, such as chest, you could do it unilaterally, but most people like bilaterally with doing both sides at the same time. Do what, first of all, you enjoy the most, but if you enjoy one side at a time more, or if you enjoy it just as much, choose the one side at a time. And the caveat with that is when you do one side at a time, you should rest the same as if you were doing both sides at a time, and then another set of both sides at a time. We'll go over that in a bit about how long you should rest. Of course, customize the rest days to whatever fits your schedule. This is a pretty quick and simple routine. It takes me about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to finish each day, so it shouldn't take you that long. But if some people are really short on time, and some people have really hard schedules, so customize it to whatever schedule fits your needs the best. Another caveat on this is that this is a low volume program. According to the science, low volume and not high reps tend to be best for hypertrophy and recovery, but you must train hard, and a lot of people don't train hard. So if you're going to push yourself hard on any program, this is the program that I'd recommend you genuinely try your hardest and see where your limits are at. Lastly, if the exercises get stale, this is what I've been running for the past couple of weeks. It's pretty enjoyable, but if the exercises get stale, you're more than welcome to add another exercise to replace the exercise, as in do upper day A and upper day B, but then on your next upper day, maybe instead of a converging chest press, you'll do a flat dumbbell press or a Smith machine press. If it feels good for you and if it's getting repetitive, the exercise that I have for you or the example exercise that I have for you, you're more than welcome to add some more. So let's go over the actual program. These are just variations of exercises, and what you can do is choose what you know what to do or choose what you know you like the most. For example, on upper day A, I do a converging chest machine press. Feels fine for me. But on the lateral raise, the most optimal exercise you can do would be a machine lateral raise. I do not like those for some reason. I don't feel them in my delts. I can't push myself as hard as I would on dumbbells. So for me personally, I do dumbbell lateral raises. Whatever works for you. Again, choose what you enjoy on these variations and you'll be set. Another example that you can do is bicep curls. Some people like preacher curls. I don't like preacher curls. I like doing dumbbell bicep curls. one arm at a time. Again, whatever you like the best. Yeah, in some future videos, I'll record some tutorials of different variations that I would do, and the variations that I do. So we went over that. Now going over the rep range. Again, we went over how it's low volume, 5 to 8 reps per set. Now this is not exhaustive. Again, we are going over enjoyability. So if you feel lateral raises only when you do 12 or more sets, if you only feel yourself pushing yourself as hard as you can when you go past 12 reps, that's completely fine. I just recommend that you stay in this rep range for the majority of your exercises, especially on the harder exercises such as on legs or maybe on chest or back. Now we go over the rest time. Minimum 3 minutes on every single movement that you do. Now you may ask, how much rest between warm-up sets? Don't rest in between warm-up sets. I'll go over that in a video soon. You should not rest between warm-up sets. You shouldn't be pushing yourself as hard in order to necessitate rest. But when you're doing genuine work sets, pushing yourself really hard, as we'll go over right now, 3 minutes minimum is what you need. And you'll find that on some exercises, when you push yourself close to failure, such as on leg extensions, 3 minutes doesn't cut it. You may need to do 5 minutes, maybe even push it to 7. Now, going over the intensity of every set. This may be the most important thing. It probably is the most important thing in this program. You must be pushing yourself really hard. Now, I wouldn't recommend going to failure on every single set. However, a lot of people enjoy going to failure, and we're really big on enjoyability because we already have the majority of our optimal check boxes checked. So I'd recommend going to a 9 RP on every exercise, which just means that you go hard enough to where you can only do one more rep if you really push yourself. For example, if you're doing bicep curls for a set of 6 reps and you're doing an RP of 9, you would do 6 reps, but it's as if you could have done 7 if you pushed yourself to failure. That about sums it up. I'll link this Google Doc so that you can make a copy out of it if you would like, if you need a simple program to follow that builds you muscle. And that's pretty much all it does. This is not a strength program, this is a muscle program. So I appreciate you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and yeah, thank you for watching.